Yeah, I can hear you.
We're live.
Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
I'm checking my phone and I don't see us live right now.
You have to wait a few minutes.
Oh, yeah, we're live.
Everything is
cool,
going to be
Yeah,
live.
we're live. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kiwanis Family One-on webinar. Woo! Sorry, we're kind of late. We had some technical difficulties. Let's see. Okay, so thank you guys for waiting, and make sure to sign up in the Google Forms on our Facebook link, and I think we're going to provide it in the live chat, but make sure to sign in on the Google Forms so we know who came out today. And we're going to educate you all on the Kiwanis family and how you can build your relationships within all the Kiwanis family organizations. So first things first, we're going to, this is an overview of what tonight's webinar is going to look like. We are going to introduce ourselves and introduce the Kiwanis family along with the different service leadership programs in the Kiwanis family. We're going to show you guys the Kiwanis family map, as well as talk about Kiwanis family events and programs, talk about why you should get involved in the Kiwanis family, how you can build relationships in the Kiwanis family, talk a bit about our personal experiences, and then have a Q&A at the end. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. My name is Josephine Chow. I am a second year at Cal State Fullerton. This is going to be my 6th year in the Kiwanis family. I did 4 years of Key Club, and this is obviously going to be my 2nd year in Circle K. Currently, I am my club's Kiwanis Family Chair, as well as a divisional liaison for the Kiwanis Family and Foundations Committee. I have worked with Key Club, Kiwanis, Action Club, as well as Circle K. My favorite Kiwanis family event is something that our club hosts every year called Kiwanis Family Barbecue, which I'll talk about later. And a fun fact about me is I'm a huge fan of wholesome memes. Anyways, that's who I am. Let's introduce our next host. Take it away, Michael.
Hi, everyone. I'm a 3rd year at UCSD. My name is Michael. This is only my 2nd year in the Kiwanis family, but that doesn't mean I can't teach you guys a little bit. My positions in Circle K include this year's Club Kiwanis Family Chair and last year's Key to College Programs Chair. I've worked with Kiwanis, Key Club, and Kiwins. My favorite Kiwanis family event is the La Jolla Junior Olympics, which I'll talk about later. And a fun fact, I'm actually the 2006 Time Magazine Person of the Year. If you don't believe me, just look it up. All right, so let's move on to the next host.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia. I'm a 2nd year UCSB. This will be my 5th year in the Kiwanis family. And my current Circle K positions are that Club Member Recognition Chair, Club KFF Chair for the summer, and I'm currently the Divisional Spirit Chair for Central Coast. So far, I have worked with Kiwanis, Key Club, Kiwins, Action Club, and last but not least, Circle K. So far to date, my favorite Kiwanis event is Kiwanis One Day because that's what really got me into Key Club, Kiwins, and the whole K-Fam shebang. And a fun fact about me is I have over 400 hours on Overwatch. So yeah, dedication. Anyways, let's move on to the bulk of our webinar. Take it away.
All right, so what exactly is the Kiwanis family? Well, the Kiwanis family consists of a bunch of different service-oriented organizations that encompasses all age ranges from the elementary school level all the way to the adult branch. Not only do we promote service, but we also provide a lot of leadership opportunities to develop character building and just develop a well-rounded individual who is an advocate for community service. As well as service and leadership, we also donate to a variety of preferred charities, such as Pediatric Trauma Program, Kiwanis Family House, UNICEF, March of Dimes, the whole shebang. And all the programs in the Kiwanis family are called Service Leadership Programs, also known as SLPs, which is what we'll be referring to them as in the rest of the webinar. And they all stem from Kiwanis International, so all the organizations in the Kiwanis family are on an international branch, so ranging from the elementary school level at KKids, Builders Club, Key Club, Kiwins, Circle K, Kiwanis, and Action Club. There's also another sub-level of Kiwanis called Kiwanis Youth Professionals, which we'll also talk about. But now let's get into introducing what our SLPs are into detail.
All right, so today we'll first be talking about KKids, which is the SLP consisting of K through 5 age students with over 37,000 members across 12 nations. Their motto is "We Build," and KKids is where service and leadership starts in the Kiwanis family, being the elementary school branch and all. And it serves to get our youth excited about helping out their community and becoming leaders from a young age. So one thing I discovered about them is that I have a really cute formula for success. That is, if you add up the heart to serve, the call to lead, and the courage to engage, you'll get service leadership. And as a math major, I can confirm that the math checks out on that one. So anyways, one thing you might not know about KKids is that if you have an elementary school in your area and you know a few ambitious students there, your Circle K Club or Key Club, if you know anyone that's interested, can co-sponsor a KKids Club. So if you want more information on how to help start a KKids Club, make sure to visit www.kiwaniskids.org. And any links that are mentioned in this PowerPoint will be put at the end of the slide in a resources page, or any resources that might help, like with any of the SLPs that you might be interested in working with. They'll all be at the end of the slide, so make sure to tune in at the end. So moving on from KKids, we have Builders Club.
Okay, also I wanted to touch up on what Michael said in the past slide about KKids. The KFF committee actually made some manuals on how you can co-sponsor a KKids and Builders Club. If you are interested in that, just feel free to email me after this whole webinar is over, because it's not released out to the public yet. But if you have any questions on co-sponsoring, just let me know. So Builders Club is the middle school and junior high branch of the Kiwanis family. Their motto is building leaders, very cute. There is actually two different types of Builders Club you can have, the traditional school-based ones and also a community-based. So you can actually have a Builders Club at your local library or church or YMCA. And similar to KKids, you can also, your Circle K can also co-sponsor a Builders Club. You just need to work with their sponsor in Kiwanis. And now we're going to introduce you guys to the more popular branch of the high school level with Key Club and Kiwins.
Hello, so as you may all know, Key Club and Kiwins are both high school branches that can be like school or community based. That means you can go to like a local church or a community organization and ask them to sponsor a club. It takes a little time and effort, but it's really worth it in the end. Currently, they have over 270,000 members in 38 countries, and they are definitely constantly growing every day. There's always like a constant curiosity of what exactly is the difference between Key Club and Kiwins, but just a quick like history recap, so I'm gonna go all into detail. Essentially, Key Club started as an all-male service organization, but this guy named Sid Smith wanted his daughters to have the same opportunities he had. So they created Kiyettes, which became Kiwanettes, and then Kiwins in 2001. And so yeah, so as we all know, after high school comes college, and with that comes Circle K International. So contrary to popular belief, we are not a gas station club, even though we do share Circle K in our names. We are actually the collegiate branch of Kiwanis Family that not only focuses on community services, but also on professional development for our post-college life, you know. Gotta get that professionalism in. But since you're talking about professionalism, let's take it away with Josephine for Kiwanis Young Professionals. Woo.
Okay, so something about Kiwanis Young Professionals, it's actually not a part of the SLPs in the Kiwanis International. It is a sub-level of Kiwanis, kind of confusing, but it is a part of Kiwanis, just not on the, like, it's not established as an SLP, but it is also international. Kind of confusing, but anyways, membership ranges from ages 18 to 40. So the Kiwanis Young Professionals kind of caters towards young adults who are developing their careers, recent college graduates, or those with a busy schedule. So it's mostly for people kind of, or at least a lot of people I know in the Kiwanis Young Professionals are college, like recent college graduates, like I mentioned, Kiwanis family, but their time or their schedule doesn't really permit for the active commitment that most Kiwanis have. It differs from Kiwanis in a few ways. With conference calls, a lot of the Kiwanis Young Professionals or at least California Young Professionals, I believe, is centered in Los Angeles, and they have members from like Riverside County and Los Angeles County and Orange County. So a lot of the members are more widespread out, and they stick to conference calls. They have considerably cheaper dues, and they don't have fines at meetings. So depending on the Kiwanis Club, you can, at meetings, you can charge for like, say a Kiwanian doesn't wear their name tag at a meeting, you can charge them fines like at different meetings. But Kiwanis Young Professionals doesn't do that, but mostly this organization is a great way for the youth or adults to stay in the Kiwanis family without like making a huge time commitment. So now we're going to talk about one of the most popular branches with Kiwanis.
Ooh, okay. So we've been throwing around the word Kiwanis so often in this presentation, and it's like about time we actually talk about the OG club that started it all. Kiwanis is an international service organization for tailored towards adults. And if we were to include all SLPs, they have over 600,000 members in over 80 nations. It's wow, awesome. So you might not know that the word Kiwanis is from a Native American word that the original founders interpreted to mean as "we build." Was the official model for Kiwanis until 2005, when it became serving the children of the world. And the great thing about Kiwanis is that because each community is different, each Kiwanis has different objectives and therefore different service projects to accommodate for each community's unique needs. For example, UCSD's sponsoring Kiwanis has 3 major service projects that serve the children of the La Jolla Village: the Junior Olympics, a pancake breakfast, and the La Jolla Half Marathon. And they donate all of these proceeds that they make from these events towards charities such as Meals on Wheels, La Jolla YMCA, La Jolla Parks and Recreation, etc. But this is all different, and it just depends on what your Kiwanis family is tailored towards and what charities they end up deciding to support. But service projects like these are opportunities for you and your club to extend your reach into the community and be a part of your sponsoring Kiwanis' agenda. They're an awesome resource for your club. They're your backbone, they're your rock. And if you put yourself out there and help them out, they will certainly help you back. For example, our Kiwanis sent some of our club members to CKIX, and we are so grateful for that. They just really want to see you succeed, and if you help them out, they'll always be free for you to like return the favor. And we have one more SLP left to talk about, so let's talk about Action Club.
All right, so the Action Club is another adult organization in the Kiwanis, like the Kiwanis, but this thing special about the Action Club is it is the only service organization for adults with disabilities. And their motto is where development has no disability. How cute. Anyways, the service initiative is sleeping children around the world. So I believe that they make sleeping packages. I don't really know how to explain it that well, but they raise money to donate for, I believe, children to receive beds, something along those lines. But Action Club is one of the newer SLPs in the Kiwanis family. It officially became an official SLP in 2000. So like I'm older than the Action Club. It's so weird. But a sample project that you can do with the Action Club, or at least what our club does, or what I do when I go to Action Club meetings, is making no-sew blankets. The Action Club that I work with creates no-sew blankets and donates it for children who are children and mothers transferring through abusive homes. And it's kind of like, it's not necessarily the blankets that we make aren't necessarily for warmth, but it's to provide like security. So it's like a safety blanket, which I think is pretty cool. So that's that could be a sample project that you could start working on with your Action Club if you have an Action Club around you. So with that, now that we're done with talking about the SLPs, and if you're interested in working with other SLPs in your area, we actually have a Kiwanis Family Map with the different SLPs in your area. So you can find like maybe a KKids around your area or a Builders Club or whatever SLP you need to find. The KFF committee is actually going to update everything in October and November, but it should be a pretty good set of all the SLPs in your area. But it's officially going to get updated very soon. And with that, we are going to talk about some sample Kiwanis family events.
All right, so now you've heard about the Kiwanis Family, learn about all the different SLPs. You're probably curious about what events you can do to get more involved in the Kiwanis family. So here's some ways to get involved. First, let's talk about Key to College. And I'm really excited to talk about this because my experience in last year's Key to College is a huge reason why I'm here talking to you today, because it made me kind of fall in love with Circle K and fall in love with the Kiwanis family. So basically, Key to College is a day of service dedicated to help make the transition from high school into college easier for Key Clubbers, as well as getting them excited about all of the awesome things that you can do in college and beyond. The way that's typically done is by hosting workshops or panels to educate and inform the Key Clubbers about things like major choices, career options, how to cook, how to clean, self-care, organization skills, and anything else that would help you in your college life. One thing you can do to keep it exciting and fresh is to invite clubs from your campus as entertainment and show them how fun college can be if you get involved in the community, you join some clubs, not just Circle K, but just make yourself an active member of your college community. But I can talk all day about how awesome this event is, but I'll save that for later since we need to talk about Key to Life now. And Key to Life is kind of like Key to College, but it's for you, the Circle K-er. It's a day where Circle K alumni and Kiwanians are invited to prepare you for the rest of your life. And it kind of sounds scary, but it is really helpful. While many of the workshops in Key to Life will have similar ideas as Key to College, because prepping for college includes important life skills, Key to Life will also prepare you to tackle scary adult responsibilities such as car and home maintenance, taxes, finances, marriage and children, and other huge life decisions. And I'm getting stressed just talking about it. But luckily, if you're getting stressed just listening about this, go attend your Key to Life, or maybe just start a committee. The Kiwanis and alumni are here to make these super stressful things less stressful for you. For Key to College and Key to Life, there will typically be a committee that plans the event. So if you're interested in having this event at your campus, contact your club Kiwanis Family Chair and see if this is an option for you. And if you need any help, you can always contact someone from another school that's hosted a Key to Life, and they'll be happy to help you out. If you wanted to contact me, my information will be at the end of the presentation. But yeah, you have all the resources here for you, and it's okay to like start your own events and clubs or committees. Next, let's talk about Kiwanis One Day. And simply put, this is a day of service where a bunch of different SLPs unite under a single cause. And it doesn't have to be super extravagant or like bombastic or anything. You just need to do something to get everyone working together, such as a soup kitchen or sewing dolls for like a children's hospital, or maybe a nature cleanup. It just has to be something where you can all get together and just join under service. One way to get your Kiwanis One Day started is to contact your sponsor in Kiwanis about any service ideas that you might have, and through them, reach out to different SLPs in your area. So Kiwanis One Day is typically the 4th Saturday of October. So this year, I believe it's October 28th. But if you want to host an event with all your SLPs outside of this day, you're totally free to do that. No one's stopping you. For example, SDSU Circle K is having a Kiwanis Field Day this Saturday at the Allied Gardens Rec Center with the local Key Clubs, Circle Ks, and Keywins. So don't limit yourself to October 28th. You can pick any day you want. And if you want to have a service event with all of your local SLPs, just go ahead and do that. The last major event I'd like to talk about is Kiwanis Takeover, which is basically just a day where your Circle K board takes over another SLP's general body meeting. One way to do this is after the SLP of your choice finishes talking about their important events, you basically just hop in and run your own mini meeting afterwards. You can make it as fun or as unique as you'd like, but all you have to do is communicate with the club that you'll be working with, make sure that there aren't any rules that you're going to run into and have issues with, and just try to make it as fun as possible. You're free to do it however you like. For example, if UCSD Circle K were to take over our sponsor in Kiwanis, maybe we could assign our own secret greeter from our club. And if anyone doesn't greet that person, they'll have to donate a small amount to one of our club events or DeFis, such as our annual masquerade ball, #GoToMBall. Don't limit yourself though. So one thing you can also do is completely swap boards with another Circle K and run each other's meetings for the week. There's just so many ways you can do this, and just so many ways you can do events with your Kiwanis family in general, so that you can have fun with whatever cool events you can think of. The key takeaway from this slide is just to use your imagination, don't limit yourself, and make your service dreams come true. Moving on, you can also interact with SLPs through social media. Sophia can talk to you all about our Kiwanis Family Weeks, which are a new change that are happening at 2017 to 2018 term.
Hello. So, as Michael said, in the beginning of the 2017 year, the Kiwanis Family Month, which was typically November, transitioned into basically 5 separate weeks. They're dedicated to each of the SOPs that we talked about today. So, first off, KKids Week is in the last full week of February. So, this is all chronological ordered. Action Club Week is the first full week of March. CKI Week, which contains Kiwanis Monday, which is typically on the 4th Saturday of October. So whenever that is, CK Week will be in with that week. Builders Club Week is the 3rd week of March, and finally, Key Club Week is the first full week of November. So yeah, now that you have learned about the different kind of Kiwanis Family Weeks now, we can now go into why you should all get involved.
So why should you get, why should you get involved in the Kiwanis family? So a lot of the bullet points we're going to talk about are kind of going to piggyback off of each other. But the first things first is you want to enrich your experience in Circle K. You want to get inspired by maybe other SLP's service projects, and not only service projects, but maybe some fundraisers you want to try out. So not necessarily like steal another project, but test out things that inspire you, and you want to learn more from other people, and you want to impact other people. I guess you have a lot of opportunities and resources provided to you while you're in college, and you don't want to just limit your experience in Circle K from like just college students. You want to kind of get your resources outside with like maybe Kiwanis members or Key Clubbers, and just meet and develop your relationships with a bunch of other people. Kind of tying on, this all kind of ties on to the next point with great networking opportunities. So at least for me, a lot of the Kiwanians that I've worked with provided me with a lot of great networking opportunities. Some of my Kiwanians actually offered me some jobs that I had to turn down and some internships, but Kiwanians are a great contact. I know that they have a variety of jobs and career ranges that are probably suitable for you. You'll probably be able to find a Kiwanian who has a contact information for, let's say, the career field that you're interested in pursuing, as well as you can use your Kiwanians as references for the future for potential like contact information. And you don't only have to get networking opportunities from your Kiwanians, but also like maybe with Key Clubbers, maybe you're a really great public speaker, and maybe one of your Key Clubbers will invite you to speak at like their RTC or like a TED Talk, TEDx, like the mini ones. But you can't just, you don't only limit yourself to networking with Kiwanis, but you can work with like the whole spectrum of all the younger branches as well. Also, you can get a lot of amazing leadership opportunities when you're working in the Kiwanis family, such as, planning an event, just really developing your professional skills, working with like different types of people, different personalities, learn how to manage your time wisely, kind of develop, like I said earlier, like developing your professional skills. And you can meet amazing people of all ages. You don't only have to get inspired from like a Kiwanian, but you can get inspired from someone in like KKids and just meet a bunch of like wholesome people. And also, tying on to the next point, you want to build strong relationships with your entire Kiwanis family, because if you build your relationships, let's say that I am a Circle K and I have a good relationship with my Key Club and like KKids and my Kiwanis Club, we are going to provide more service projects, provide more fundraisers maybe, raise more money for charities, and just do well as an entire community and inspire more other people to want to join your organizations, and also have other schools inspired by you guys or inspired by your growth. So other Circle Ks or other Kiwanis clubs will be inspired by you. So they'll try to doing more for their community and kind of build off of like doing more community service and just being an exemplary like model for your community. And with this, get ready to be inspired by amazing individuals who are passionate about service or passionate about whatever they are interested in, and be prepared to inspire others. If you are passionate about what you do and you're just genuine, meet a bunch of cool people, you will inspire others Like the other day, I was inspired by a 6-year-old. You don't have to be limited to like 30-year-olds or like 40-year-olds, like inspiring you. Age has no inspiration. Like, where we're trying to go with this. You don't have to be limited by age to be inspired, I guess. Also, you just want to establish a legacy. If you do really well and you work really hard, make a lot of new friends, inspire others, other people will want to thrive and kind of like do more in the community and strive to be like a better person, a better version of themselves. Wow, that is super cheesy, but there is a multitude of reasons why you should get involved in the Kiwanis family, but we're going to talk about how you can build your relations in the Kiwanis family.
So now that you're all hyped up and wanting to be more involved than you already are, it's super important to learn how to actually build those relationships in the Kiwanis family. So a really easy way to start is to go to your KFF meetings and events and to invite them to yours as well. And whenever you do so, you should always fill out an event request form. If you don't know what that is, you can ask in the Q&A section we have in the end. But anyways, so when you fill those out, you're allowed to go to another club's event / meeting and vice versa. So building off of that, a really easy way to start from that, or an easier way to start, is to go to your sponsoring Kiwanis weekly meetings. I know for me, I personally have my sponsoring Santa Barbara Kiwanis meetings every week, every Wednesday. So me and like a friend or two will always go every week and just like talk to them. And so at these events, like just don't forget to be yourself and just talk to whoever's there, like Kiwanians, Key Clubbers, etc., KKids, and just ask about how their day is or how great the event is, and just like relate on some kind of level and just really talk to them like you would talk to anyone else. And it's always okay to, you know, sneak in an invite to like an upcoming event your club has as well, just to have that kind of relations where it's like, oh yeah, come over to our event next week, and just build on from there. Frequent communication, like I said, in the next point, is always super like important to build off those relations, because you get to really talk to them, and so you guys like don't lose that kind of connection you guys have with each other. An easy way to do that is just to email, like, let's say, for example, like email your sponsored Kiwanis Club like monthly about how your club is doing and about where your club has like updates and like upcoming events, goals you guys have achieved, and etc. And honestly, they do want to know what's going on in your club. I know whenever I go to those events or like meetings, they just ask me how our club is doing, and they're always super nice and always trying to get to know you and your club better. So with that, let's go into our experiences within the K-Fam, starting off with Josephine.
Okay, so here are some pictures from like my Key Club days and from Kiwanis Family Barbecue. So quick shout out to Division 30 North. Okay. Anyways, I was going to talk about my experience planning the Kiwanis Family Barbecue. Also, I just wanted to say that the Kiwanis family is like my second family, and obviously I have thrived from it so much, and it's benefited me since I'm still here after like, what, 6 years now? But anyways, I'm going to talk a little bit about my Kiwanis Family Barbecue planning process. So in the summer, our club hosts something called Kiwanis Family Barbecue, where we invite all our SLPs in the area, and we pretty much just host a day of celebrating the summer of service, and we educate all our SLPs on our tenants, DFIs, and DSIs. So the first thing I did for planning my Kiwanis Family Barbecue was, the barbecue itself was in the end of July, so I started planning at the end of May. The first thing I did was I had to send out the ERF, or the ERF, or the event report form, and I will talk more about that in the Q&A at the end. But the first thing I had to do was send an ERF, which means I had to get approval from a group of people so I could invite Key Club and the Kiwanis in my area. So I invited two divisions, two Key Club divisions, as well as a Kiwanis division, and the Circle K, or Magic Kingdom Circle K. The next thing I had to do for this event was establish a budget. Because this event was free, we had to provide all the food and decorations and materials. So we established $150 for this event, and so we had to pay for everything for ourselves. So I had to delegate tasks for my board members, trying to figure out what food to get, so what to create for the menu, decorations. We had to think of a theme, and then after that we had to figure out how to make graphics, and of course we had to publicize this event. So the easiest way to publicize Kiwanis Family events is definitely going in person, having some facial recognition. What I did for the past month, so the entire month of June, I pretty much went to, I would say, every club in my Kiwanis division. So I have 10 clubs in my Kiwanis division. So I went to all their meetings and I told them about our Kiwanis family barbecue, and I also went to the Key Club DCMs and shared our event, as well as emailing if I couldn't go to their meetings in person. But it is really important to have some facial recognition when you're trying to build your relationships within the Kiwanis family. And the way we educated everyone on the Kiwanis on Circle K at this barbecue was we had okay. So the entire barbecue itself is centered around the tenants. So it was an entire day of fellowship interacting with the Kiwanis family. We had a tabletop service project, and we also had a leadership workshop hosted by some of our members, educating the SLPs on our DFIs and our DSIs. So the main purpose of this event not only was to educate members on Circle K, but was to have the entire Kiwanis family bonding with each other. And we did a really good job with doing that. We had different activities where we broke down all of the key clubbers, so they had to split up and talk to like Kiwanis and Circle K members. So in order to kind of encourage inclusiveness between all the branches, because it might be difficult, is just having your members take the initiative to talk to other members from the other SLPs and kind of bringing people in different groups and like splitting up like Key Clubbers and Circle K members from their friends and interacting with the Kiwanians or new members from like a different Circle K or from Circle K or a different Key Club division. But it's always important, if you want to build your relations in the Kiwanis family, for your club to kind of start off first and take the initiative. But that's mostly what I have to say about my Kiwanis family barbecue planning process. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else to say. If I can think of something, I'll bring it up in the Q&A. But we're going to have Michael talk about his experiences in the KFAM.
All right, so I just wanted to talk about Key to College, Key to Life, and the La Jolla Junior Olympics a little bit. But the picture on the left is of our committee after we did the event. So we're all like desperately trying to put on our best faces and like smile because we were all so tired after the event. But it was such a fun time because all the people in that committee have ended up being some of my closest friends in Circle K. And some of my favorite moments in Circle K happened doing Key to College and just being a part of Key to College. It really just shows how much impact you can have on the community just by doing all these workshops and like hosting this event for high schoolers who are really interested to know like how to get into college and how to be happy in college, how to do awesome things, how much they can get involved in their community. And it really did change my perspective in Circle K because this was the first major thing that I did. And if you guys are like nervous about applying for any committees, I just say do it. And you won't regret it because these committees like this are where you're going to make some of your fondest memories in Circle K, have your closest connections within the Kiwanis family, and just overall have a really awesome time. But that's all I wanted to say about Key to College. For the Junior Olympics, this event like has a special place in my heart because UCSD was having a lot of trouble trying to get volunteers out because we had 3 major events the same weekend. We had a Relay for Life, Reality Changers celebration and graduation, and this Junior Olympics event all at the same time. So we're really short on volunteers. We didn't want to stress our club out by making them go out to like, or posting about 3 events and encouraging people to go. And it would just put a lot of drain on the community. It's like, oh, they're asking so much of us, like we can't really attend all these events. So what we did is during SDC South, we asked for help during one of the, I believe it was during one of the board meeting or the club, where all the clubs got together and just updated the division about what they're doing. And luckily enough, we had a ton of response and a ton of positive response saying like, oh yeah, we'll totally help you out. This will be awesome. So we had people from SDSU come down, Palomar, CSUSM, and we had someone from Metro Division come all the way down because they're in San Diego. So it was just a really great experience. It just showed how much everyone in the Kiwanis family actually cares about helping each other out, and like how we all like unite under service, you know, because that's what we're all about. But the event, as for the event itself, it was one of my most memorable ones because La Jolla Kiwanis invited the Marines out, and they're like super energetic and super hyped up. And I was running the track like back and forth trying to cheer on the elementary school kids. But I myself was getting cheered on by watching all of the Marines cheering all the elementary school kids because they had so much energy, so much drive, and they really enjoyed making those kids smile. The event itself was just the all-day Olympics where there's an obstacle course, there's a relay race, there's a softball throw, there's all these cool events, and all the money that like we made from that, or La Jolla Kiwanis made from that event, went towards like their back into the community, back into like just back into the Kiwanis family as a whole. And this experience kind of like defines the Kiwanis family for me because of all the help that our club received and all the help that we're returning into the community. So yeah, if your Kiwanis is having any events or service projects that you want to join, just go out and do it, especially if it's a once in a year thing. You might not get a chance to do it next year. So just always try to experience things in the Kiwanis family, and I'm sure you won't regret it. So that's my personal experience with KFAM. Let's talk about Sophia's personal experiences.
So back in my Key Club / Kiwins days, I was Lieutenant Governor for Kiwins. Shout out to Goldstone. Anyone from Goldstone's watching this. But anyways, back in Kiwins, I was Lieutenant Governor and put on a fall rally, North and South. And with that, it was obviously it's a huge KFAM event, right? Because I had to invite Kiwanians, I had to invite Circle K's to advise for my event. And it was really cool because that's when I really started learning what event request forms are and really submitting them, having like to go through a process and everything. So it was really great because I got to meet so many different Circle K'ers and also Kiwanians from like everywhere in the CNH district. So that was really cool, and it was a really great year, and making that fall rally with like all those help from Circle K people and Kiwanians was really great because they really advised me a lot, especially in the event itself. Like it was really, really stressful, of course, but whenever I needed help or I needed to set up or break down things, they were always there, eager to help, and always asking like how they can help and everything. So it's really a great and memorable experience that I honestly will remember for a very long time. I mean, I remember it still to this day. So yeah, that was pretty much my experience, specific experience with KFAM. And another one really is a simple one, which is Kiwanian meetings that I have been going to every week in the summer. So my sponsoring Kiwanis Club, my bad, is Santa Barbara Kiwanis Club. And going to their meetings every single week has made me really like connect with some of them, and they're always like super friendly. They're always asking how like the club is going on. They always invite us to their like service events and everything, and they always have a great smile. They always have a great attitude, great personality, and it makes you feel so welcome to be at their meetings. And they always just like make small conversations with you, and they make you just feel like you're really welcomed. So yeah, those are my personal experiences within the KFAM. So yeah, let's kick it away with the Q&A section.
All right, guys, toss us your questions. Do this.
I just wanted to comment on that little iTunes notification at the bottom of the screen. I feel like it really added character to the presentation.
Oh,
Right?
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't exactly open it now because then this presentation will close. Okay.
Any questions? You know.
Sophia, do you want to explain the ERF while we're here?
Ooh, yes. So what is a ERF? Great question. Well, an event request form, aka an ERF, is to request like basically other SLPs, aka student leadership programs at an event. So these ERFs has to be sent at least 3 weeks in advance, and you probably want to do it earlier because it takes a long time to process, especially for all the approvals. So what do you need approval from? You need approval from your region advisor, the CNH CKI district admin, your CKI region advisor, and your Kiwanis advisor. So yes, note that you have to get approval from all of them. So you cannot publicize an event before you get permission from all of the advisors I just mentioned. And on the form itself, you always have to put down the event information, your contact information, and just describe the event briefly real quick on what it is. So yeah, that's what an ERF is. Great question, whoever asked.
Do you guys have any other questions about planning events or just working with the Kiwanis family, or like how to start working with or building a relationship? I don't know. Oh, great question, Joe. So Joe asks, are there resources available if we have ideas on how to set up a key to college, key to life, and Kiwanis takeover? So actually, the KFF committee has worked on some manuals over the summer, but they are not released out to the public yet. It is in the process of being released to the public. But if you have any questions, specific questions on like key to college, key to life, and Kiwanis takeover, I can send you. If you email me, I can send you like the text of the manual, and I'll try to help you out with it. But the KFF committee has worked on manuals, and it's going to get published hopefully soon. We don't have a date yet. Okay, next question.
Can I just comment on that real quick?
Yeah, of course.
So if you're looking for like a hands-on resource, you can always just ask your predecessors or any of your club members who have done Key to College before, or any of your neighboring club members who have done Key to College before. As a whole, like Circle K is super willing to help you out and just offer any personal experiences and advice that you might need to host a successful event like Key to College, like Key to Life. So yeah.
Okay, what is the next question? So from Lawrence, are there any situations where Circle K members may be subjected to a background check to work with SLPs who are minors because all Kiwanis and faculty advisors for SLP minors need to have it? I am actually not sure about that. I will get back to you. I will ask my KFF chair right now.
In the meantime, are there any other questions, perhaps?
Well, yeah, to my knowledge, I wasn't aware of background checks to work with SLPs for Circle K. I knew that the Kiwanis and faculty advisors had to. If I find the answer before or after the webinar is over, I will post the response on the event page. Oh, according to Anna Chavez, KFF chair, she said that Circle K members do not need a background check to work with SLPs who are minors because that's a responsibility only under Kiwanis. And we are not officially allowed to chaperone. Since Circle K is not officially allowed to chaperone for younger SLP events. That's another thing that I really wanted to emphasize. Any more questions for us? We're pretty knowledgeable on the Kiwanis family.
Seeing none, should we move on?
Oh, wait.
Wait, what are you even worrying about? Hold on. To need a background check for? Jeez, man. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, I want to say something. When you are having an event with a younger SLP, you must have chaperones, especially appropriate chaperones, age appropriate. I'm trying to remember the ratio right now. I believe
So age appropriate as in they have to be within a certain age range to chaperone?
Oh yeah, they have to be, I believe it's 25 to be a chaperone for a Circle K event. And I think it is one chaperone for every 15 like Key Club or like younger SLP member. If I got this information wrong, I will correct myself on the event page.
Chat says 12 to 1.
12 to 1. Yeah, but if you're a chaperone, you have to be at least 25 years or older. That's why Circle K members aren't like aren't official chaperones for Key Club events. And if it's an overnight event, you have to have like gender specific chaperones. So if you have, let's say, like 8 girl younger SLPs, you need a female chaperone. Any other questions?
All right, if that's it, should we wrap up?
Yeah, if that's all, we have some resources provided for you guys. So this webinar should be available. This webinar should be available for you to click on afterwards. And if you're interested, like I said earlier, with the KFF manuals, just let me know. We have a plentiful source of like how to key to college, how to like key to life, building relationships with the Kiwanis family, all that kind of thing. And here's our contact information. And like I said earlier in the beginning, we have some wholesome memes for you. So I didn't provide all of this. Michael actually put in the dog licking the Indian officer.
Wait, don't associate me with this page.
Indiana officer, I'm sorry. But look, yeah, check this all out.
Woo!
So here's our contact information. If you have any specific questions with like planning K-Fan events or building your relationships with the Kiwanis family, just email all of us. Facebook Messenger also works as well. But yeah, here's our contact information. Make sure to sign up on the Google Forms below, or not below, but in the chat box. And if that's it, we just want to say thank you so much for listening to us and waiting earlier when we had technical difficulties. But I hope you guys all had a great day. And make sure to stay hydrated, drink your water. Yeah, make sure you talk with your Kiwanis family. Good luck on midterms, and good luck to everyone that just recently started school.
All right, yeah, stay wholesome, everyone.
Yeah, stay wholesome. If you have any questions, just let us know. All right, so good night, everyone.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Good night.